Hello and good afternoon, everyone. This is PJ, and welcome to Grace Hollow. As most of you know, I had surgery 4 weeks ago, and the few days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday before my surgery, I bred a whole bunch of rabbits. I bred 11, which I lost one of those. Unfortunate news is we lost Biggers. That just breaks my heart. She was my very first homegrown Grand Champion New Zealand, and of course she was broken black, but she was my first, and so she had a very special place in my heart. We've had a lot of thunderstorms going on, big hail, nasty thunder, 3 or 4 nights this week and 3 or 4 nights last week. It's just that time of year. And during one of those storms, Biggers got spooked, and she broke her back. I didn't want her to suffer, so I had Daddy J call her, unfortunately. We also lost that new Charlie doe. I'm done with Charlies. I love them. They hate me. I don't know what it is about Charlies. They hate me. I've had her, I guess, 6 weeks. She had her litter. Her litter is roughly 4 weeks, maybe a day or two shy. Anyway, she does have her litter who survived, and they are eating and drinking on their own. I do not like to wean bunnies at 4 weeks. In this case, I have no choice. Mom died. I'm not sure what happened. I came out and she was just dead. So Charlies don't like me. Anyway, so we did lose Charlie, and we've lost Biggers in this 4-week span since I was out here and talked to you guys last. Let's see. So yes, we have 8 New Zealands due, who gets all nest boxes, and we have 2 mini Rex bred who are, in the upcoming days, we'll be doing baby watch starting tomorrow. All these others, everyone needs a nest going in. And I've made changes. I have these inserts. I use the metal nest boxes, and I usually put these inserts. I got started on these because in winter time or summertime, I like the wire so that the kits don't get overheated. And then winter time, I have these frames. That way the newborn kits, when they're naked and don't have fur, they're not rubbing up against the cold metal. I really don't think that they touched those. They burrow down. But I like the idea of it. Unfortunately, when you're sick or you've had surgery and you can't get out to your own rabbits for a few days or, a couple of weeks, or, it's been almost a month for me. I've been able to get out here a few times, and every single time I've come down here, the next day, I'm down for a few days, so I'm trying to push it too hard. Anyway, these are very difficult to take in and out of these. This type box has this little metal lip. I have to fold that back, push these in, and then fold that back. So with me having someone else do my rabbit work for me this month, I changed my nest boxes. I have taken all these out These are also very hard to clean, and of course it's wood, so wood is, you can't truly sanitize wood. You can do the best you can, but that's all you can do. And it's still wood, but I have gone to, let me show you. I have gone to the standard pegboard floors. It's just a floor. Kids can still get air in the summertime, and in wintertime, you can still put cardboard down to block the wind. Or these are so small, I don't really think it's going to be a problem. So anyway, when you're doing your nest boxes, you want to start out with clean nest boxes. You don't want to put a used, dirty nest box in with a new litter because it could contain contaminants or bacteria or something you don't want the new litter to contact. So you want to make sure you clean and sanitize your metal box and clean your floor. It's wood, but you can clean it the best that you can. Get it clean. Leave no debris left on your floors. Now when I have them, sometimes I don't have them, but I try to keep them on hand. Oh, I'm still quite weak, but there we go. I like to cover the bottom of my floor with the wood chips. The only reason I do that, really, when the kids, they stay in their box, so they pee and they poop in here, and the wood chips soaks up the moisture. And moms pee and poop in here sometimes too. And so this, by putting the wood chips on the bottom, it absorbs a lot of the moisture and helps keep the hay dry. And the hay's where the kids burrow into. So we want your hay as clean and dry as you can get it. So I think the wood chips help with that. So there we go. We're going to fill the nest boxes full of hay. And moms are going to scratch. And so the first few days until they're, really getting close to having their kits, they're going to dig this out, and you're going to have to pick it up and put it back in there, if it's clean. If they've dug it out and soiled it, you want to throw it away and give them clean hay. So anyway, now, this is a summertime nest box. It doesn't have to be jam-packed full like a winter box because they're not going to get chilled. Days, nights right now are 60s and 70s, depending on the storms. Sometimes the storms are pretty windy, and so you want to make sure you have enough hay to block the wind. But you don't have to worry about them getting chilled. So anyway, now that we have these boxes in, let's go inside and take a look. Okay, so here we have Nellie, and I know her feeder and her water are probably in your way of viewing them, and I know you can't see me. But this is Nellie, and she gets a nest box today. So first thing I want to do, now I've already cleaned it, but you want to make sure the floor of your cage is clean and sanitary, because again, she's getting ready to have newborn kits, and if by chance she has one on the wire and you're lucky enough to catch it fast enough, you don't want it picking up bacteria from the floor. So you want to make sure this floor is clean. And then I don't want to cover her mat with her nest box, so I'm going to move this forward. Now, the way I do my nest box, I like to be able to get into the nest box. So I like the front, facing the front of the cage. So I put them in this way. And I put them on the opposite side of the water dish. And let me tell you why. And this has only happened one time, but these does, they move their nest boxes. They move them forward and back, sometimes to the side, but not real often because of the way the wire is set. They can slide forward and back pretty easily, but to go side to side, you're going against the grain of the wire. So the box doesn't move side to side as much, but yes, it can, especially if mom's aggressive about moving her box. Anyway, they do move forward, and I have had a doe push her box forward all the way against her water bowl, and I have came out one time. I have found a kit in the water bowl, drowned. Now, I can't tell you if, the kit died in the nest box and mom threw it out and it landed in the water bowl, or if somehow the kit found its way out of the box and landed in the water bowl and drowned. Either way, if it drowned, that's something I can avoid simply by moving the box to the other side of the cage. So that's the way I do it. And then, that's it. A clean nest box, clean floor. Move the box on the opposite side of the water bowl, and then, put your nest material in there. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, as how I do my nest boxes. All right, and here are my little orphans. Aren't they adorable? These guys, like I said, I think they'll be 4 weeks tomorrow, I believe. My poor little orphans. All my moms have big litters, so I couldn't give them to another mom right now. No one has room. And so, they're just going to have to eat grain and drink water on their own. I don't like them being weaned this young, but this is a crisis situation where mom died and there's just nothing you can do about it. But here are the orphans. And men, I sure hope we have some nice does out of here, because I'd like to keep 1 or 2 of these, maybe. I don't know. I really like this one in the far corner. It's got its, there it is, this one here in the corner. I like the way that one looks. But I think it might be a little smaller than its siblings, so you just have to watch and see. Look at them all piled up. You can tell without mom around, these guys are nervous. Mom died 2 days ago, so they're just little orphans. And here we have the queen. First time mom, what'd she have? 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, maybe she had 8. I thought she had 9 and she has 8 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, maybe she had 8 and she has 7 left. I only remember her losing 1. But like I said, I've not been out here but a handful of times in the past month. So who knows what I truly remember. But anyway, the queen's litter is doing fabulous. Look at these guys. Here in another couple of weeks or so, we'll be weaning them, and we'll be breeding the queen again. Look at Missy, or Mississippi here. I call her Missy. She's getting ready. She wants to have hers in the corner of the cage. So what I'm going to do, and I hope this helps, I don't think she's due until, I think she's due on Tuesday. I'm going to tear this apart. I'm going to put it back in her nest box. Okay. Now, since she's so intent on having her babies in that corner for some reason, I'm going to move her mat if I can break it loose. There, get her mat out. Now, since she wants to have her babies in that corner, I'm not sure why. This is actually not the corner I prefer. I'm going to turn her box around, and I'm going to cover that corner. And hopefully that will dissuade her from having her babies outside the box. We want them in the box. You'll hear that, Missy? In the box. Yes, in the box,
All right,
Missy girl.
So, you know what? There we have it. My new nest box method. And all the rabbits that's due this week. In the next 3 days. They're all due in the next 3 days. So watch out for that baby watch. We should have that. Oh, I want to guess no later than Friday. So we should have that. You know, you can look for it Friday. It might come earlier if all the babies are born, but at least I would think by Friday we will have that. I think that's it. Nest box is in. Baby watch begins tomorrow. Lots and lots of babies. And I even showed you, you know, a couple of litters, 4-week-old litters that we're excited about. I think that's it. Next week, a week from today, well, today is Sunday, so actually Friday and Saturday, I'm headed for Illinois, northern part of Illinois, for a rabbit show. I probably will only show 1 or 2. I've got to take someone with me to carry. I can't lift the rabbits and carry them just yet, so I'm going to have to get help with that. But we are going to a show next week. That's looking forward to that. A young fella up there who I consider a dear friend, a fellow New Zealand breeder, has purchased a couple of rabbits that was supposed to have been delivered last month, but due to the surgery, I wasn't able to attend. So we've rescheduled, and I will be delivering those rabbits to him. And then on the way back, I'm delivering 6 more rabbits. 10 rabbits leaving next week. And after that, I'm going to come in and do another update and probably start making some selections of who's going to stay and grow up. Show the rest of the season if they meet weight, and then get prepared for the fall season, fall show season. Unfortunately, I've missed, you know, the last half of the spring season due to surgery. I've missed 3 shows now. I hate that, but that's life. We can't go to them all. Sometimes things come up. Anyway, I'm rambling. Hey, guys, thanks for watching, and until we speak again, God bless.